A convenient dilemma. It's hard to imagine those eyes open now. Hard to believe that that lovely sleeping skull could house two orbs of such fire. Despite my disbelief, she looks so completely peaceful and perfect, suspended from the cold tile by porcelain and four pewter claws in what she affectionately calls her queen's bed. So our dance continues. The space between us is spent one day filled with the vast emerald salt water for her, or it is the invisible oxygen for me. How can you be afraid of the regal octopus? My most wonderful conversations are with him. I should be much more afraid of oxygen. I like to see what I breathe. At least then I know whether it's there or not. I replay this fondly as I look upon her. She continues her slumber unconsciously, taking in the invisible oxygen with the slightest smile. The water closet is now that kind of quiet where the loudest sound is her occasional snore. When she's tired, there is no waking this one. I hear the roar of bubbles as I fall through the light blue down to the deep black. I hear the hiss of the waves as I come to on the wet sand, her leaning over me with seaweed hair and eyes burning with concern as she gingerly removes the tooth lodged in my shoulder. I hear the strange sound I made when I saw she had no legs or feet, but instead sunlit scales and a powerful giant lace fin. It hangs languidly now over the lip of my tub with an occasional plop, plop. I still hear the sounds of her laughing underwater as we both test how long my lungs will hold. It is exhilarating, all those feelings, but eventually I must gasp and break away from her to reach the surface. She comes up, looking at me with tenderness in my wide-eyed attempts to catch my mortal's breath as we breathe together. Those eyes of fire have a tenderness now, as though they were two small candles. I hear that laugh again. It makes me slightly scared and slightly frustrated. Those tender eyes, hard to imagine they belong to the same fearsome creature who stared down the bull until he quickly turned his fins away for a hasty retreat. I hear that breath I take to go back into her world. I'll need to buy more salt tomorrow after I carry her back. My arms are getting stronger in this arrangement. Loneliness has turned to aloneness. It is less of a sting, knowing she has her reasons to be away. I call it her gill-breathing time. I hear the chuckle she made when I first mentioned that term to her. I hear the kiss on my cheek. I hear the plop of her exit. And here she is again, sleeping in her queen's bed.